Hello fellow YouTubers, awkward intro. Today I wanted to fix one of my videos that I made recently it was about bell rings, about care for them and what happens when you get them. A few inboxes of people asking me to make another video of it because that one, the words were off and wasn't very helpful, I guess, and they wanted to know more information, so I decided to make another video about it. And yeah. The first thing that I recommend when getting your belly pierced is that directly after you get it pierced, do not clean it with salt water. Actually, clean it with salt water, but don't use too much salt water because it'll dry around the area of the belly ring where you got it pierced and it will not turn out that well. It'll get kind of disgusting looking and it'll kind of, top of the belly ring, it's gonna get like the skin's gonna start to peel and it's gonna look really unattractive. If that does happen to you or if that has happened already and you don't know what to do with it, I suggest using non-perfumed cream or using vitamin E cream. I used a lot of salt water because I thought it would clean it better, which it didn't, and it kind of just made the belly ring look a little bit more disgusting. So I used vitamin E on mine and then it healed right afterwards. Another thing is that when you get your belly pierced, do not change it before they tell you to change it. Because if you do, which my friend did, hers got really infected and it turned out looking really disgusting and she had to take it out and get it re-pierced. So I do not suggest taking it out before the 2-month healing time. Another thing is the process of when you get your belly pierced. When I got my belly pierced, my dad just signed a form to say that he gave me permission to get my belly pierced because I was underage. So he signed a form for it. Then they just basically took me into this room and it was really quick, and the first couple of minutes were they were drawing dots on my stomach in order to know where they were supposed to pierce it. Then they took the clamps and kind of stuck the needle through. It sounds painful, but if you watch my other video for when I got my belly pierced, you can see kind of the steps that happened. If you are nervous about getting your belly pierced, I still suggest that you kind of just get a friend to talk you out of it, or you can even watch this video because it'll help you a lot. It made me a lot less nervous to know that everything was gonna be okay with it. The chance of the belly ring fucking up when you get it pierced is really low, so that's good too. People like to interrupt my videos. After I got my belly pierced, that night what I did was they told me to clean it with salt water before I went to bed and then after, like in the morning, so that any bacteria didn't form and go inside the belly piercing. The first couple of days it was really sore to kind of just like slouch instead of like sitting up straight because it was bending. But after the first, I think it was after the first or second day, it was okay to sleep on it and it didn't hurt anymore. If it's still hurting after a couple of weeks, I suggest that you go back to wherever you got it pierced and get it looked at and just see if anything's wrong with it or if they think that it's looking okay. What I noticed while my belly ring was healing was that there was a red kind of circle formed at the top and the bottom of the belly ring. And from like after that, I got really worried about it, thinking that it was infected. So I went back to where I got it pierced and I asked them if it was infected, and they just said that it's basically just forming to keep out any bacteria from going inside and getting infected. If you start to see kind of like a pussy stuff coming out of your belly ring, that's also just trying to get out bacteria because bacteria went inside of it so that it doesn't get infected. And yeah, changed my belly ring like I said after like a month and a half. I suggest letting it heal the full time though because that was just me. I don't know if it would get infected for you guys, but pain level from 1 to 10 was probably a 3. I didn't think it hurt too badly. I thought afterwards, after it was actually pierced, then putting the rubbing alcohol on it was actually more painful than getting it pierced. But it doesn't hurt a lot more, so don't worry about it after you get it pierced. They just cleaned mine with rubbing alcohol afterwards. I'm not sure if they will do the same thing. It could have just been where I went. But if you have any more questions, if I didn't answer all of your questions, then feel free to inbox me about it, or you can leave comments on the video. I'll be happy to answer. And if you have any other ideas for me to make a video about any other piercings because I have a few other ones. If you have any other ideas or you want to know about a different piercing, let me know, and I'll either search it for you and give you the best knowledge I can, or if I have the piercing already, I'll give you my experience, what I suggest, the healing process, and pain level. That's basically it. If you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, and comment. It'll help a lot. So thank you guys for watching, and hope you enjoyed. Do not clean it with salt water. Actually, clean it with salt water, but don't use too much salt water, which you shouldn't. Hi. People like to interrupt my videos. Okay, if it's still hurting after a couple of... Hi. Excuse me. Guess what? If you actually listen to the song that's playing right now and listen to it very carefully, it says the big reindeer is here to bite your dick off. Did you hear it? If you didn't hear it, keep replaying the song over and over again. Or you can just go on YouTube and search Kyoto. I do not know how to spell it. I think it's Kyoto. Yes. And listen to the lyrics. Or you can just look for the lyrics and type it out. Then you'll find it. Guess what? What? That's my blankie right there in the background.